no PS5 announcements. Let's see what they got to show. I mean, the PS4 is the end. It's the end of the life cycle. So I'm curious what they have to show now. Oh, here we go. I'm digging it. Turn that PS4 on. Let's hide this little cursor. All right, here we go. Is this gonna be like straight up indie games?
Hey everyone, I'm Lou Studdard, producer at Toys for Bob, and I'm here to talk to you about Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped. The devious villains Neo-Cortex and Dr. Entropy have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions. And it's up to Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade. So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans, as well as new players, to this amazing franchise. First, we made sure to incorporate the classic tense, precise, and perspective-shifting platforming that we all fell in love with. And then, we wanted to introduce exciting new elements that we can't wait to show you today. Let's start with Insanity Beach. This is where Crash's adventure first started, and where we pick things up again in Crash 4. But there have definitely been changes since we first saw Insanity Beach all those years ago. And throughout Crash 4, you'll see those changes to our gameplay and even our art style. Our art teams wanted to take inspiration from not just the original games, but the animated cartoons that inspired those original games, all while also delivering bigger, more awe-inspiring dimensions to explore. Throughout Crash 4, you'll see wide-open new vistas, new character models, and lots of expressive animations. And with all of that also comes new additions to the platforming, like having the ability to wall run, rope swing, rail grind, and zipline as well. In the original trilogy, specifically Crash Warped, there were certain moments in the game where Crash would change outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket when riding a motorcycle. That seemed like a natural area for us to expand upon. So we have loaded the game with tons of awesome skins that you can earn and wear throughout the game. These skins are totally cosmetic and a fun way to express yourself while playing the game. And just to be clear, there's no MTX here. Skins are earned by completing different challenges.
No microtransactions.
Crash 4 also introduces the Quantum Masks, the powerful
I like how that's a thing
time
now.
And space.
No
Crash and Coco
MTX.
need their assistance throughout the game to tackle the crazy challenges that we're going to be throwing at
Like
the
it's
player.
frowned upon on the industry
Whether
now.
it's Ika Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a button, Kapunawa, who allows you to slow down the world around you, or Lonnie Lowly, who allows you to phase shift elements in and out of existence. Bending the rules of reality and altering your environment with these new masks is a must. We also can't wait to talk to you about the fourth mask, Akano, but that's gonna have to wait for another day.
Okay.
What we can tell you today, though, is that Crash isn't the only character you get to take control of during this adventure. For starters, you can play the entire game as Coco. Any level that you can play as Crash, you can also play as Coco. It was also very important for us that she take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that you'll get to control at key points in the adventure, so that they can provide their own fresh perspectives and new gameplay. Here you can see that you'll be taking control of Neo-Cortex. He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy in his path. In addition to playing as Cortex, we're excited to reveal that for the first time, you'll also get to tail slap your way through crates as Dingodile. I repeat, you get to play as Dingodile in Crash 4.
Ooh.
Now, a lot has changed in the years since we last saw Dingodile. In fact, he hung up
that
his
look
old
so good?
flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire from a life of villainy and open a diner. Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of said beloved diner and getting sucked into another dimension. Finally, there's one more surprise I'm incredibly excited to show you today. The Crash Bandicoot series has always been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden
color
secrets.
mode was
Well, for Crash 4,
black and white.
we wanted to bring something brand new to the table. So we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call inverted mode. It's our souped up, bumpa-berry fueled take on a mirror mode. Not only are perspectives shifted, but now each of the dimensions are rendered in a new and unique art style that really changes the look and feel of the experience.
Oh, I don't know if I can play like this.
You to traverse through a neon wasteland, while another tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment to see their path forward.
That's cool. I like that one.
We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie, with the overcranked camera speed increasing the actual speed of gameplay as well. Once unlocked, players can replay all the game's levels with a totally new and dynamic look and feel.
Oh,
it's
the
an
one on the right.
fun feature that is going to give every player,
gives me a headache,
especially the completionists out there, a reason to revisit each level again to see what new and exciting experiences in store for them.
Oh, that's just...
So that's some of the new stuff that we have in store for you in Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Experience the space and time-bending madness on October 2nd.
Wow, this... Is it coming out for No, for PC?
Today's State of Play is loaded with third-party updates for PS4 and PSVR, and some new PS5 gameplay too.
Because they have the trilogy
we
on
the show with an all-new look at Crash 4. It's About Time, coming to PlayStation 4 on October 2nd. Now let's keep the party going with the latest from Sony Interactive.
Show me. Hitman 3. How many years has it been since Hitman 2? So I feel like they've been creating some...
Besides, this is your big day. You should mingle, have fun.
Oh, don't worry about that.
No.
Speaks for itself.
Well, I have to go.
You can play the entire game in VR? I wonder how that controls, though. There's so many, like, gadgets and, like, contextual stuff that you do in the world. What do you do? Is there gonna be, like, what's, like, the UI elements? There has to be so many UI elements, like, popping up. Right? That's kind of cool. That's big. That is huge. Though, isn't there a lot of like platforming elements in Hitman? Or probably not, huh? Besides like vaulting and climbing like small boxes. What is this? Elden Ring? You wish. You wish it was Elden Ring. Okay, so a game where you can... Oh, wait a minute. Prince of Persia. No. Wait. Braid? Braid 2? No, this is Braid 1. Braid Anniversary Edition. Oh, Braid was a...
We are happy to announce Braid Anniversary Edition. It's the classic puzzle adventure where you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern, high resolutions.
Many areas have been re-envisioned to make them more unique, and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original game. There are new animations for smoother motion,
improved sound and music to enhance the mood, and many hours of developer commentary and interviews on subjects like puzzle design, programming, and visual art.
We plan to make it the most detailed commentary in any game ever. So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition will be a really good resource.
We hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out early next year.
Whoa. Dude. Wow.
The Pathless is a mythic adventure
Oh,
set on
this
a mystical
one.
island. Let's take a quick
makers
tour
of
in this new
Abzu.
footage captured from PS5.
Hi everyone, this is Matt Nava from Giant Squid. I'm excited to share more with you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless.
Oh. I've been looking forward to this one.
The Pathless is an open-world, mythic adventure game set in a vast forest.
Yeah, with the Abzu
You play as the Hunter.
art style.
The Hunter is a master of archery. She can shoot talismans to fill her dash meter, which allows her to bound across the landscape.
Ghost of Tsushima, eat your heart out right now.
Fluid, dynamic movement is at the core of the Pathless. So the game's unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming down sights. This design was critical to making it possible to shoot even while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers. You instantly feel as skilled as the Hunter herself.
Yeah, that's the thing that they've been trying to hit home. Like, you don't need to aim down the sights. Everything's kind of automatic for you. Everything's about timing.
With help from the Eagle, you can even fly. The bond between the Hunter and the Eagle is central in the Pathless.
Yeah.
You can gain altitude while you glide by flapping.
It probably looks so much better. Like, you're looking right now compressed on YouTube, but when you actually probably get the game in your hands, playing in 1080p, ultra graphics, or 4K,
Make sure you pet the Eagle.
this is
to
probably
keep
going
it
to look
clean
stunning,
and in good flying condition.
given that Abzu was amazingly beautiful for its time.
You'll find secrets all over the island, if you know where to look.
Oh man, excited, excited. Yeah, it looks so compressed, doesn't it?
Collecting crystals will let you upgrade the Eagle's ability to flap.
Like they're running it. Okay, that looks a little bit better.
You'll also discover larger puzzles to solve in ancient structures.
The thing is, like, I hope they kind of reduce the UI elements. Maybe it's all placeholder, but it looks very indie-esque. Like having just a red triangle
Pathless is
seems
all about finding your own way forward. So unlike most open-world games, there's no map. Instead, the Hunter can use her mask to peer into the spirit world and discover distant landmarks. It even shows you where you've been. Getting to higher vantage points will let you see further with spirit vision.
Cool. Oh, wow.
Giant cursed spirits.
It's like a
the
Shadow
source
of
the
Mordor
darkness,
or
will
like
pose a constant threat to you on your quest. They will try to separate you from the Eagle.
Yeah, where's the enemies at? Ah, yeah, and like in the reveal trailer, there was like these big bosses. Maybe not. Yeah,
Stay still in the light to avoid detection.
there's like some Horizon Dawn Zero thing going on. Yeah.
You won't be able to take on the cursed spirits until you've returned light to the obelisks.
Please tell me this is like a PC game too. You know, okay, now I kind of see
Obelisks are
why.
restored, the cursed spirits will be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
Then that, I mean, that shouldn't always be excused, right? Because it's on PlayStation. Like, look at games like Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2. Like, those games are stunning on the PS4 hardware. But this seems to be running at maybe like a 60 frames per second. That's why the graphics is not as like sharp or detailed. But if this does come on the PC, it's gonna look incredible. Okay, so we're doing a chase here. Very nice. Okay, so it has weak points, like a Lost Planet, Monster Hunter. It's kind of like almost like a Zelda too.
The hunter and eagle will have
eyes?
to defeat the cursed spirits to bring light back to the world.
Yeah, it
I
looks
hope
so...
you've enjoyed this overview
Oh, man.
of the Pathless.
I
We've
really...
only scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore and discover.
It looks great. It looks
The
great.
Pathless is coming out later this year. Thanks for watching.
I really hope it comes out on PC so we can take advantage of the full graphical fidelity. It looks great. I mean, if it's like... If they keep up with that design philosophy of Abzu... Beautiful world... I wonder if the protagonist has a voice too. Is there gonna be like talking? Is there gonna be other
Next up,
NPCs?
let's see what's in store for Spelunky 2.
Vita, put it on the Vita.
Hi, my name is Derek Yu, and I'm the creator of Spelunky.
Dude, it's been forever.
For Spelunky 2, I wanted to make sure we made something that got old fans excited and also brought in new players.
Dude, Spelunky is so
It was
fun.
important we didn't change the things that made Spelunky such a unique experience in the
Yo.
first place. So many people became fans of the game through their friends and family, and even strangers on the
Spelunky
internet.
is so much fun.
That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer, so that more people can play the game together. And I also wanted to include that feeling of community into Spelunky
you need
2 itself to
PS
make sure that the game
subscription
felt
to play
welcoming
online.
even though it's difficult. In Spelunky 2, when you do runs and discover new characters, you'll also be building an in-game community and family. I designed the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1.
I don't think it's coming out.
Feel a lot more full.
Yeah, I feel like
Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways.
this is a PlayStation game.
For
This
example,
is not
you'll
a
be able
PC
to ride
game.
turkeys and find hidden passageways.
Though I feel like this would go really
You'll
well
have
with
to choose
the
between branching paths as you make your way deeper into the caves.
Nintendo Switch crowd.
As a result, the stories players create will have much more texture to them. Even after many, many hours of playing, I still have interesting runs that don't even go past the first area. In Spelunky 1, runs often centered around the shops and how you chose to interact with them. So in Spelunky 2, we've expanded the shopping experience and made them more nuanced and exciting. And also added new characters that can help you or hinder you. Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets. But I think the great thing about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets are the ones that even I don't know about.
Dude, please announce
And there
a
are
PS
lots
Vita.
of new things to play
I will
with that
get
I
it
hope
on
players
PS
can
Vita.
use to push past the boundaries of what we,
It
as
is the
the
perfect
developers,
PS
know
Vita
about
title.
the game. I have two types of favorite stories from Spelunky fans. First are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game. And second, the ones where people shared a fun experience with friends and family in multiplayer. These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2. They're really what guided my design choices. After releasing Spelunky, I knew there was a lot more that could be done with the concept and the world.
PS Vita.
Knowing that possibility was out there is what's been
PS
exciting
Vita.
for me and the rest of the team.
Please.
In a lot of
Ooh,
ways,
got
when
some water
Spelunky 2 comes
effects.
out, I want players to experience what we experienced making it. That feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it. A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish Spelunky 2. It's been a long journey, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Thanks.
This better not be like an early access thing. There's no way. It has to be like full release with content updates planned down the line. It's been a while, man. PS Vita, please. Oh, come on, dude. September 15th, 2020. PS4 only? Dude, that's a loss.
We've got a bunch of new PS4
opportunity.
updates to share with you, starting with a closer look at Genshin Impact.
MiHoYo.
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
Is this like a well-known anime series? What is this? From the makers of who? Oh, that's...
I summon thee.
Is this like a... It doesn't look like an RPG. You're playing all these different characters. It looks nice. Is this like Namco Bandai? What do you think? Who makes this?
I deal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name.
What is this disturbance to which I awaken?
Oh, okay, now it's an RPG. There we go.
Think you can get away? Time for takeoff.
Oh man, I mean, if they're coming out with this game, please. Japanese VO. Autumn 2020.
Sentient filth. I claim
Dude,
your
Focus
mind
Home
for the void
Interactive is on a roll.
Gods have squealed for my mercies. Who are
Limestone
you to
Games.
stand in the way of my
Hardcore game developer. This looks like a
mission of yours? What a waste of stardust.
like a tactical or turn-based with some crazy animations. Or is this like a beat 'em up? Or no. The graphics, the animation looks. And the music, it reminds me of Fury. Okay, so this is like a high production.
You should have remained dead.
What? Aeon? Aeon? Aeon Must Die. That looks pretty dang good. Especially the transitions. This looks like almost like one of those fighting games. ANNO Mutation. Oh yeah, this game. It's like a 2D, 2.5. I don't know what you call it. What's it? 3D side scroller. Cyberpunk. It's definitely striking, right? The art style. It's like a shooter. Oh, that's just bizarre. Like a 2D, 3D world. Pixels. It's so cool. I mean, like the art style is it stands out among the rest, definitely. But the name, though.
It's time to talk Bugsnax.
Wait, say the name. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Gameplay footage captured from PS5.
Is that Oblitz?
My invitation
No.
is open. Come join me on the island of Bugsnax.
Wow, that's your new lead? Another monster hunt? Elizabeth Megafig is a 2-bit con artist. Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense. I swear, if you chase this Bugsnax story, you're out of a job.
You're the journalist.
Mayor?
Lisbeth said you'd be coming. There's a Bugsnax right over there. Do me a
Bugsnax.
favor and take my snack trap.
Stranger, I could use your help. This bunger goes wild for ketchup. Use it to lead the bunger over yonder.
I want you to use that journalistic instinct to find out what my favorite Bugsnax is. And feed it to me, obvs.
How's my little sprout doing? He misses Papa? Oh, of course he does. Well, I have a few.
It's kind of cool that
prototype
it's
traps that I could put to use.
No, first person.
You're pretty good at stuff, and nobody hates you yet. You can catch Bugsnax and bring everybody back to Snacksburg.
Well, say you do find these Bugsnax and make it back alive. You just might keep your job. Now get going and try not to fall off a cliff.
Oh, is that really the map? I have... Oh, my cat? PS5.
There's a lot more in store. Let's start with an update on an eagerly awaited
Wait,
PlayStation
that was a
VR
PS5?
game.
That looked like a PS4.
The Force is strong with you.
It's kind of weird. It's probably it. Learn the ways of the Force.
You
in Star Wars.
I don't understand why you never mentioned
VR episode number 3. Hey, you can't deny it. That's pretty cool. It's probably fun for like 30 minutes to an hour. And it's like, I don't know if I want to play anymore. I'm getting kind of seasick. Vader Immortal. Ooh, you play as Vader. And it comes this month. Could be kind of fun. Come on, give me something that... What is this
Whatever
logo?
You do, stay in the light.
Control? No. 505 games from the makers of Remedy. Wait a minute. Control DLC? Or a new chapter? Control 2? Control... Yeah, has to be expansion. DLC. I'm not sure. We haven't played Control yet on this channel. But... I mean, if there's like a... expansion coming... Expansion 2 this month. Oh, wow. Alright. August 27th. Aw, it's called. Alright. Okay, maybe we should start playing... we'll check out Control maybe late August. No guarantees. What? Is this like... What do you call that game? This is like a complete... Wait, that's Ogre Magi right there. What the heck, right there? Oh, wait, this must be like... They had to hire the guy who made this thing. What do you call these things? What the heck, that's Warrior? What the heck? Yeah, wow. They're actually gonna bring this genre to PS. Auto chess, there it is. Wait, that came out on PC already. Now it's coming PS4. Ooh. I think I saw this before. Well, not this particular trailer, but I saw like this. Yeah, they hinted at the previous PlayStation conference event. Door, okay, you open doors, there's some platforming, there's some switches, there's some puzzles. Ooh. Oh, that's kind of clever. Oh, that's kind of interesting. You can stack the cards on top of each other. That's kind of cool. Oh, okay. Cool. The Pedestrian. Wait, I've seen that. Is that already on PC? I swear, I've seen it before. PS5.
Now let's take a look at 2 new games headed to PS5.
They're like, no
Forest shadows,
PS5 announcements
ghosts,
on Twitter.
running silently between the straight, cold lines of a corrupt state.
Dude, focus home again.
They count, ration, manipulate.
For Honor? No, that doesn't make sense.
They've taken everything from those they claim to protect.
This is not Assassin's Creed. States
Authority and steel will not stop us.
Who is this?
We aren't an invading army.
Dude, please don't tell me Assassin's Creed.
We are wraiths. We bypass defenses and strike at the heart.
God, how many times, I mean, we've seen this kind of art style. We've seen this kind of, I don't know. It's like, okay, let's go make our own Assassin's Creed the way we want to.
And the people call us heroes.
If this is like a Dragon's Age 4...
To others,
now we gotta see.
They are rivals.
Where's the gameplay? Right? Is this like a Divinity? Or like Assassin's Creed? What are we talking about here? Alright, show some gameplay. Okay, that... It looks like...
We are all outlaws.
A third person, over the shoulder...
But some of us will become legends.
RPG. You know, I think like our expectations for like a PS5 or the next generation of consoles, we're thinking everything's gonna look like, we're expecting like, I don't know, like the next jump in graphics. But in reality, we're just getting almost like the current generation graphics. Unreal 5 engine just came out, but everything's just going to be loading faster with SSDs. You probably have a lot more stable frame rates at 30 to 60 range, and there's a possibility of 4K. Not a possibility, but it's ensured. Like some games will get a 4K mode and a 30 FPS, like Spider-Man. Right? Temtem. PS5.
Before we wrap up, let's take a tour of Godfall. We've got new PS5 gameplay for this melee-focused action epic launching this holiday.
Now, Godfall... It looks like God of War, but much faster.
Hello, my name is Keith Lee.
Oh my
and I
god,
am
that
the
looks
game
so
director
terrible
for Godfall.
compressed.
On behalf of Counterplay Games, we are very excited to share gameplay with you today and to offer you a glimpse into the mystical world of Godfall. Today, you'll be seeing extensive gameplay captured on a PlayStation 5 development kit.
I mean...
Please keep in mind that the game is still a work in progress, and some things
you may
may
saying
change
like,
from
hey,
the
it looks
final product
kinda
as we continue to learn and harness the power of Sony's next-generation console.
But
Please enjoy.
This game's definitely gonna run at 60 frames
So
per
let's
second.
jump right into what Godfall is.
1080p, maybe.
Godfall is a looter slasher
maybe Ultra
that
HD.
features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game at your own pace, playing alone, or through online co-op with up to 2 additional teammates. Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden realms.
Oh,
The world is split up into the elemental realms of earth, water,
fire,
air,
fire,
and fire.
Yeah.
Godfall is a complete package. All loot and gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay. There are no microtransactions, no waiting for content. It's all in the game on day one.
Nice. That's good to
As
know.
you adventure, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad
No
god
unfinished
who
games,
awaits
please.
you at the top.
Let's kind of step up.
You play a Valorian knight,
You know,
godlike
how we
warrior,
develop games.
able to equip
It's not really
valor
a
plates,
half.
legendary armor sets that transform
You know what I mean?
into an
Early
unstoppable
access.
master of melee combat. Throughout your journey, you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history.
It's like a Warframe.
Now let's talk about gameplay. in
Where's
Godfall.
Warframe PS5?
First, our team wanted to do something different. We
That looks
wanted to
so-
combine action RPG
oh my
loot
God,
progression with
compressed
third-person
to high
melee
heaven.
combat to create what we think is a looter slasher.
It looks. I'm probably sure it looks
Our
clean.
game is therefore
you know
one
what I mean?
part gear-driven and one part player skill-driven.
Sure.
In other words, not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment or mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall.
Here's the thing that'll keep this game
From a
afloat.
combat philosophy perspective, the melee combat in
Multiplayer,
Godfall is
co-op,
intended to be fluid, dynamic,
drop in,
and
drop in,
interactive,
drop in, drop
embracing
out.
Offense over defense.
No problem.
More often than not, you'll be facing multiple enemies at the same time. As a result, you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies, and the game rewards you for being aggressive. Now that you're familiar with the combat philosophy, let's dig into the weapons themselves. In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword, the dual blades,
Sure.
the polearm,
Okay.
the two-handed warhammer,
Axe.
and the two-handed greatsword.
Where's the bow and arrow?
Each weapon class has their own unique movesets and playstyles, ranging from fast combos to more strategic, deliberate play.
There's no. I've noticed
As
there's
you
no like.
defeat enemies in your
Okay, there we
adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons. For each weapon category, each weapon with their own primary and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and the longsword weapon classes. The dual blades are the fastest weapon class in Godfall, embodying speed, fluidity, and mobility.
That's my type.
The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets. You can perform a combo by executing 4 consecutive light attacks. The dual blades heavy attack is a spinning blade cyclone. The blade cyclone can also be used as a finisher at the end of your light attack combo. So what are the signature moves for the dual blades? As you build up charge,
See, I feel like I've
you
seen
can
this
also
in,
activate Inner Focus, which is unique to the dual blades, which inflicts massive damage in a short period of time.
Monster Hunter.
There's also
That
Mortal
animation?
Coil, where you can throw your blade into an enemy, pulling the enemy towards you, like
Oh.
pulling a cable.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Now let's switch to the longsword weapon class.
Okay, this is they're spending a long
Longswords
time
are
on
balanced
this one.
weapons, embodying crisp damage and simple cooldowns without needing a lot of elaborate combo setups. Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own 4-hit light attack combo. Then there's the heavy attack finisher, which can be used at the end of your light attack combo. There are 3 signature moves for the longsword class. There's Spectral Flurry, which cannot be interrupted and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets. Then there's Spiral Technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash after a longsword swing called a timing attack. If you press the shield button exactly at the same time, you'll perform a devastating shield uppercut with your longsword. The shield is a core part of Godfall. It's available to you throughout the entire game. You can always block incoming attacks with your shield. If you press the shield button at the right time, you can also parry an attack. You can perform a light attack after a last-second shield block to counterattack with a powerful shield strike. The shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple nearby targets.
Convenient.
If you tap the shield button just as you catch your shield, you can perform a powerful wave attack. You can double tap the shield button to petrify enemies.
Okay. Shield has its own moveset, nice.
And of course, you can perform an R3 ground finisher on enemies that were knocked down to the ground.
That was a fast fade out. Okay, what's the story? Okay, boss mode. Maybe there is like this. I think if you're jumping into this thing, maybe the story is not. It's mostly gameplay, it's mostly action. I don't know if there's multiplayer though. And it's like, I mean, in God of War, there was those epic kind of finishers or cutscenes. We'll see. I don't think you'll get it in this game. Okay, we got a slow guy with a hammer. Okay, a little cinematic.
We hope you enjoyed our first walkthrough video of Godfall running on the PlayStation 5.
Yo, show the payoff.
We also want to thank all the fans for their endless support since our initial reveal back in December. We have a few more surprises
You can't
coming
leave us
down the
hanging
road,
like that.
such as details on loot and progression, and are eager to share more with you on our way to launch this holiday season. We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
This might just be like a single player game and you switch to different heroes. Yeah. I mean, what really just draws me to PlayStation games in general
That's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this peek into the future
stories,
of PlayStation.
right?
See you next time.
Those exclusive games with the stories that you can't find anywhere else. That's it. That is it of our, I don't know, State of Play, August 8th, 2020 is over. I mean, what are the things that really, I think I'm really excited.
2 comes out.
I think the overall, the presentation, I don't know. I think the middle was probably the best, right? There's games that we love, that we're really looking forward to playing, like Pathless. That's a banger. It's the makers of Absu. Like, it has to be fantastic, right?
There's so
Lush,
much more to it.
yeah, Lush World.
Explore and the Pathless is coming out later this year. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Spelunky, that was a classic on the PS Vita. So many hours in playing that roguelike game.
New ways.
Kind of sad it's not coming on PS Vita. The second one is on PS. It was so funny if it just says also coming on PS Vita. That would be so fun. But unfortunately, it's not coming on PS Vita.
For example, right turkey that the deepest.
This one is it Aeon Must Die or something like that? Look at the graphic style on this one. And the music is like Fury. It looks like a cross between like a beat 'em up and like a fighting game. And I feel like you take turns, right? You take turns putting inputs and stuff. Maybe. Maybe. Sometimes, and then it goes like more dynamic. You can move around. This is so... Oh, yeah. The graphical style on this one's really cool. I think... Okay, Aeon Must Die. That's something to watch right there. And this one, you know... This one's interesting. Cyberpunk 2D, 2.5, 3D, 4D, I don't know what you call it. But this looks super interesting. I'm down for this one.
Let's check out some gameplay footage captured from PS5.
We have so high hopes for PS5, right? Especially the next generation, right? And when they're showing off these kind of games where it looks like you can put it on a PS4, kind of disappointing. Kind of disappointing.
My invitation.
Right? Look at this. Even like the strawberries, a texture, and those little... You can nitpick all you want. It's just like, I think they should classify these games like PS5, PSN titles, right? Or PS5 indie games. Like, give them a classifier. So, you know, because you have all these amazing games coming out, or that came out. Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us. What are some other games? God of War. Like, those were like technical masterpieces. And then you look at this.
Come join me.
For a console that's coming out soon, you're like, you want to build the hype. God, you want to build the hype. Like, amazing graphics. Things you never seen before. Even if they showed this, like, there is a direct connection from, like, developers that are using. They're taking advantage of that new controller, right? Right. They're taking advantage of, like, those trigger buttons that can vibrate, or things that you've never seen, like, before in this current generation. I think showing that, right? What are the features that differentiate PS4 or PS5? The controller, the graphics, the SSD. Like, show me those kind of things.
On the island of Bugsnax.
This one, that's already on. I think I already seen that already. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think Braid, it's like, it kind of came out of nowhere. Granted, Braid is a great game. And, you know, it might be fun to kind of revisit.
There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original game.
There's more than 9 pixels. Can't you see?
There are new possible to shoot even
I think
while moving fast.
This chunk
acrobatic maneuvers
of the state of play was
as skilled as the hunter
that was the good part. That was the good stuff. Pathless.
Find secrets all over the island if you know where to look.
Let's see. I gotta see this again. This animation.
Hide by flapping.
Yeah, it's gonna be epic. Okay, let's go show that. Show the animation.
Make sure you pet the eagle to keep it clean and in good flying condition. You'll find secrets all over the island if you know where to look.
Good stuff.
Flap.
Yeah, Pathless. Spelunky. I mean, this is like I don't know. If I wanted something like this, I've seen so many on the market already, right? A lot of these anime, Japanese RPG games made on Unreal. I mean, it's beautiful. The world's beautiful. It really just comes down to the combat. That's fun. And yeah. Yeah, if the combat's fun, it might be a good game. This thing. Aeon. And this thing. I don't know what to call. What do you call this? ANNO. Wait, ANNO. ANNO Mutationem. Wait, is that an I? Let's go watch a trailer. Let's see. Wait, not this one. Are you serious right now? Oh yeah, that's the same thing. Here we go. Game looks sick. Okay. So that's it. That's it. That's it from me from State of Play. We're out.